Hey guys, it's Stephanie with Simarchy, and welcome to a speed build of a house that is actually the White Shelf Challenge house. Now, this was created by James Turner, aka Simarchy, aka The Sim Supply, and I was watching his video and I thought it was super cool that he wanted to make a challenge around a white shelf, which I actually also did, which I forgot that I did. So every week on my Twitch channel, we do a furnishing challenge, and 1 week we do a room, 1 week we do a house. I build a base game house or a base game room, give you guys a theme, and you guys furnish it. And actually this past week's, or I guess it was toured today, technically. I don't know when the heck this video is going up, but the one that we toured today was our hobby shed, like a she shed, man cave, shed full of whatever hobbies or activities you wanted to put into it. And the one required object that you had to use this week was, yes, the white shelf. But obviously that's way different than what this is. So this white shelf challenge, and I don't know why shelf is so hard for me to say, this white shelf challenge by Sim Supply is actually okay, I didn't quite understand the rules. I believe, from my understanding, correct me if I'm wrong, every outside exterior wall had to have a white shelf. My cat's crying in the background if you can hear her. Hi Lexi, she's hungry, it's almost feeding time. So yeah, every wall outside had to have a white shelf on it, which I might have went a little overboard. And I believe every room, which my house is like open floor plan, so I mean technically every room has one, I don't know, but yeah, I don't know if there was any other rules, but that's what I did. And yeah, I went modern. I figured with these shelves everywhere, modern was the best bet. And it's pastel, which is totally my aesthetic, which, by the way, if you guys are new here, my name is Stephanie. I also go by Simarchy, and I'm a mermaid who's obsessed with The Sims. I also love seahorses, unicorns, rainbows, kittens, and the color pink, and all pastels, all beautiful pastel colors, mints and lilacs and teals and all of the above. Pink is obviously my favorite color. It's the color of my hair. Sorry if I keep like adjusting my dress. It's just not sitting right. It's not sitting right. I give up. But yeah, I normally stream over on Twitch, but this I actually built after a live stream. Sometimes I take my houses that I build on stream and put them out into like I clip them out into speed builds. But in this case, I just did it after a stream. I was watching YouTube and I was wanting to build, and I came across James's video and I was like, you know what? I'm going to give it a shot. I do like building with shelves anyways. Like I usually use shelves, not usually, but sometimes use shelves on the outside as window decor, which I have a tutorial. I have a ton of build tutorials here, but specifically I have one on making your own custom windows, and I use the shelves for that. I also use them for garage door awnings, window awnings, and sometimes just up the side of the house, like just a design, kind of like it goes up the window. So I have been using them like that for a while, but the fact that we have a white one now, hi Lexi. If you guys didn't know, we didn't have a white one. We had weird browns and black. The black isn't even a real black, it's like a grayish black, but I use that one since I don't really build with brown very often. Come here Lexi, you gonna come up here? And the Sims team finally gave us a white shelf, which James has inspired. He asked for it and they gave it to us, so all credit goes to James for this white shelf and the Sims team, of course. I'm so glad we finally have it though. I build, like I said, with pastels, so white is kind of my primary color. Come here Lexi, you just gonna stare at me? This is my cat Lexi. She's here to say hello. Actually, she's here to be like, please don't touch me, Mom, please. I don't want to say hi to the YouTube. I don't want to say hi to the YouTubes. Say hi to the YouTubes. Hi. She's being all shy now. She's like, now I don't want to say hello. Now? That's my big floof ball. That is Lexi. She eats in like an hour, and she's on a new feeding schedule because she's a little diabetic kitty. She's a diabetic kitty. She got diabetes. She's got the diabetes. So we want to make sure she's healthy. She has a feeding schedule and she takes insulin. So she goes a little bit crazy waiting for her food, waking me up, keeping me up all hours of the night. So yeah, she's going to be here bugging me. But yes, what was I talking about? White shelves, white shelves. We have white shelves. Hallelujah. That was my keyboard. Hallelujah. I don't know why we didn't have a plain white shelf before. Like, honestly, I really didn't. We have, you can see the one that has like the little loop on the side, which isn't symmetric, and the one that has a little loop underneath, which isn't symmetric. And then the cat and dog one, which is like bulky. Oh gosh, now I have cat hair in my mouth. There we go. Yummy. But we never had like a plain white one, which you can do so much stuff with this. Obviously, I have put it here on the half walls to just add an extra detail to the white trim that's already there, which I thought looked super fancy. Of course, I use them on like the top of that roof there. Sometimes you just want like a super flat roof, and technically we could make the square roof like flat, but I don't know. I just, that's the look I like. That's the look I was going for. So this, oh, by the way, this video might be a little choppy. I was recording and stopping. I can't remember what I was doing. I was cooking pizza. I was cooking some frozen pizza, so I had to keep checking the oven to make sure it was okay. I tend to burn it. Either it's undercooked or it's burnt. There's no in between. So I kept stopping the video to go cook and come back. Not even to cook, just to check on it. Just to check on it, make sure it wasn't burning, and you can guess it. I burnt the pizza. I burn everything. In fact, I told the story on Twitch, which, by the way, if you don't follow me on Twitch, you totally should. We are live streamers. I'm a live streamer. We stream every single day. I say we, I mean me and my community. I stream every day, Monday through Friday. The Sims is my life. That is what we do. But I told the story the other day where I was cooking grilled cheese. I know, I'm a sim, right? So I was cooking grilled cheese, and I have this propane stove. It is like gas, it's propane. I think it's the same thing. So it has like actual fire that comes out of it, and when you turn the button, like you turn the dial, I'm not a cook, by the way. If I sound like I don't know what I'm talking about, I don't. You turn the dial, and like the propane comes out, and then the fire ignites, right? And then you turn it to like high, medium, low, whatever you want. So I thought I did that, but apparently I somehow messed up, because about 2 or 3 minutes into cooking, I looked down, I noticed there's no fire, the pan's not hot, it's a big pan, so it's covering the whole burner, I couldn't tell. So I look underneath, and I'm like, okay, there's no fire. So I turned the dial back to the position where it would like ignite, and that was so stupid. I didn't know not to do this. I know this now. I will never do this again. But that entire time, it was set to the position where it was just pumping out gas. It was pumping out propane. So when I switched it to ignite, oh boy, there was a lot of propane built under that pan, and it just whoosh, fire everywhere. And thank God, like, it wasn't a fire you had to put out. It was just like whoosh, just like that, in and out. And I felt it. I jumped back. I stood there for a second and panicked, thinking my eyebrows were burnt off, my eyelashes were burnt off, my hair, something had to be burned off, right? Like, that's how hot it was. And I'm just like, what happened? And I go and I look in the mirror, and I'm feeling around. Thankfully, I'm fine. Thankfully, I am fine. But that could have been bad, like that. That was terrifying. But yeah, that's my, well, I was gonna say my I have a lot of weaknesses, but cooking is definitely not my strong point. Left to my own devices, I would catch myself on fire. So it's a good thing my dad cooks. It's a good thing I eat a lot of frozen food. I know, I didn't expect to tell that story. I don't know where that came from, but yeah, that's what happened. That's what happened. So back to this house. I know, the weird random stories you get here. You never know what comes out of my mouth. I stuck with pastels because, once again, those are my favorite colors. Of being a mermaid, I gravitate to the ocean colors and the colors of pearls and oysters and coral. And modern isn't really my forte. It's not my thing. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go pastel. Every time I do modern, it's white. All white. Or white with a touch of blue, or white with a touch of black, or white with a touch of red, and that is it. That is my creativity when it comes to modern houses. So it was kind of fun playing with some color, which I love to do. And this concrete is actually like a purple color, which is, I know, weird to have concrete throughout the whole house. And oh my god, look at those rainbow mirrors. Oh, those are the spa day mirrors. I placed them next to each other, and once I started doing this pastel theme, I was like, ooh, I should color them different colors. And I didn't realize it was going to make that cool rainbow effect in between. So that was just a really happy accident. Nice little surprise there. But yeah, the concrete floor I love. That actually comes in, I think, all colors of the rainbow, which is pretty neat. It's something I really didn't even know about until maybe a few months ago when I was touring someone's house, because I tour houses a lot on Twitch. Twitch.tv/Simarchy if you want to come join us over there. And they had this like amazing rainbow concrete flooring, and I was like, is this custom content? Like, is this a playground tile that you did something to? Like, I was so thoroughly confused. And when they showed me, it was just a bunch of different colored concrete, which I'm pretty sure is even base game. I about died. So I love that concrete. I went with more of a coral wall here, and true to the white shelf challenge, I have white shelves everywhere. They're everywhere. I mean, what can you say? I mean, they're white shelves. I'm happy they're in the game. You have, like, literally, you probably have no idea how happy I am about that. I probably will end up using this in every build I do for the rest of my life. It's just, I don't know. My number one thing I rant about is the color wheel. You know how everyone has like their little Sims wish list? Color wheel is like the one and only thing that I would give anything for. You could take away every single pack that the Sims have ever given us and go back to base game and give me a color wheel, and I would make that sacrifice for a color wheel. I would sacrifice it all because I hate when things don't match. And like that desk, for example, right? It's just a plain white base game desk. Imagine being able to make it any color that you want. Any color. I wouldn't need another desk. I'd be fine. And by the way, this red shelf thing is kind of cool. I'll tell you more about it if you want to know. It's the one and only piece of custom content I have. The only one I will use, and it does not mark your game for custom content. It just helps you place things at certain levels, and it's amazing. It's so amazing. It's really good if you're lowering objects up and down, or if you are trying to get something to sit on a surface, because if you use Control 9 and 0 to move things up and down, if you guys didn't know, sometimes it doesn't snap exactly where you want it. So at the top of the desk it might float a little bit, or it might sink into it a bit. So that shelf solves all of the problems. If you ask for it, I will find the link for you. And if you didn't know that, if you didn't know about like the up and down thing, I do have a ton of tutorials. It is one of my favorite things I've done on this channel. One of the things that I'm most proud of, comprehensive build tutorials that literally, there's two of them. There's one for beginners that will teach you anything you need to know from the user interface, what to do on your keyboard, what each button and thing does, where all the menus are, and basic building stuff. And then there's an advanced one that teaches you more cool things, like how to make your own open doors, open windows, and who knows what else. There's a bunch of fun things in there, so make sure to check out those tutorials. And we're into the screenshots. Oh my god, that went by so fast. I don't know what I babbled about. Oh, look at the little shelves I put outside with the ivy and the lights. I'm proud of this house. I'm more proud of the outside than the inside, but I'm very proud of this house. There's that piano rug. There's that cute city living rug with all the pastels, the little poofs, the little rainbow mirror corner. A shot into our beautiful kitchen. But yeah, if you guys are gonna do this challenge, let me know. If you think I did a good job, let me know. And if you want to subscribe, it would mean a lot to me. We either are about to hit or just hit 10,000 subscribers, depending on when you're watching this. So it's right around my 3-year anniversary. It's about to come up. So if we haven't hit that milestone yet, I would appreciate your help. We're only a few away at the moment of recording this, about less than 50 subs away from 10,000. So make sure to subscribe. I post every single Saturday, and I'm going to try to post Sundays as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Thanks, James, for creating this challenge. Bye!